Hi, I'm Emma and I'm an energy healing guide and Reiki master. Today I'm going to talk to you about the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is located right here and it is usually the color green, but it may show up as a different color for you. So the heart chakra is the chakra that really identifies our relationships to ourselves and to others. So it also holds our dreams and our biggest desires. So when I do Reiki for people, I also am a psychic medium. So I'm able to actually connect with their heart chakra and talk to the heart about what their dreams are, how they're doing, what's their well-being look like, and what do they desire for their life. In this heart chakra area, I also can see if there's a heart wall. So a heart wall is actually, and I see it as an actual wall, a wall that separates us from the rest of the world. So if we have a heart wall up, that means that we don't like to be vulnerable. We don't want to really connect with people, or we might want to, but we're scared to. And there's been a lot of rejection and heartbreak in our past. So it's actually, when you hear somebody say, I've got a wall around my heart, it's an actual energetic thing that we can have. Before I learned how to do Reiki, I worked with an emotion release coach, and she helped me to remove mine. I had a very large heart wall, and I'll just say that was related to my own stuff, but also I guess there was some generational stuff in there too. And she warned me, now that we've removed this heart wall, you're going to feel things. You're going to really feel them. And I did. I went from feeling pretty numb about a lot of stuff to feeling things more strongly and feeling like I could connect with people again. So back to the heart chakra and not just the heart wall, because that can be removed if you want it removed. The heart chakra is the place where if you've recently gone through heartbreak or if you have grief, if you're not doing very well in your own life, like you're not taking care of yourself, maybe you're feeling really burned out or overwhelmed, or you're beating yourself up a lot, this all shows up in this area. So when I work with people, I help them to find more love and forgiveness for themselves, but I also help them to bring the heart out. When I do Reiki, a lot of times I will see, I'm just gonna try and give you this visual here. We want our energy to flow through us, flow through our body like a river or waterfall, and we want that to, flow through the heart chakra. And we want all of our chakras, imagine them as little versions of you, we want them to all be outside, like almost on top, like a flower or a little version of you or something like that. So when I go into somebody's heart chakra, oftentimes I'll see them like they're in almost like a manhole cover, like down deep. And this is typical when somebody is not happy in their relationship, if they've been closed off to connecting with others for a long time, or if they've been really disconnected from themselves, like they're settling, they're not in their purpose, and they're kind of doing everything against what their body actually wants from them. So what I'll typically do is pull the heart out, bring him or her up, and out of that sewer system or whatever it's in, and try to then get some information. Like, what do you dream about? What do you want for your life? What are your passions? What are your interests? What are the things that you haven't been doing in a long time but you deeply desire to do? And from this, I can get a lot of information for the person I'm doing this Reiki for. But I'll tell you, you don't have to do Reiki with me to get this information for yourself. One, I have a free meditation that's Meet Your Heart, and you can do that. You can talk to your own heart and get information, but you can also just put your hand here and ask your heart, what is it you desire? Or how are we doing? How have I been feeling? And ask. When I first started talking to my heart, and I started doing this because I read The Alchemist book, which is such a good book if you haven't read it. And he starts talking to his heart in the book. So I was like, I wonder if I can talk to my heart. I tried the first time and my heart was throwing rocks at me. She was so mad. She was so mad at me. She was throwing things and she was saying, how dare you try to talk to me? Because I've been pushing her out for over 30 years. And she knew it. She knew that I didn't care. And I had been beating myself up and I had no forgiveness for myself. And I truly hated myself. I had no love. So it's taken me now, I guess that was like 8 or 9 years ago. I have worked and worked and worked to love myself, to really find and connect with my heart. And now her and I, we're very good friends. And she is helping me to realize my dreams. And I'm helping to realize her dreams, right? And really I check in all the time because that's a good indication of how am I treating myself right now? And what are some things that I could be doing better in my own life? So if you want to learn how to connect to your heart even more and let go of some of those things, like maybe you really want to make new friends, but you're having a heck of a time. You don't feel like you can be vulnerable. You're very scared of rejection. Or maybe your inner child, which also can show up in this area, your inner child is very scared of something. You are not feeling safe in whatever capacity, whether it's with friends, with strangers, with yourself. Those things all can be part of the heart chakra. And if you're settling in your life, if you're settling for a job you don't like, if you're settling for a relationship you're not happy in, if you're, spending time with friends or even living somewhere that's not your favorite, these are all things that will show up in your heart chakra, and he or she is not going to be doing very well because of it, and you probably don't feel very good because of it either. So if you want to get out of that settling or that the stuff that's really doesn't feel good to you, I strongly suggest connecting to your heart and trying to rebalance and really create a strong friendship. I was trying to think if there's anything else here. How to know if you're off balance in your heart chakra. Well, depression, that's a big one. Depression can live also in the crown chakra, in the head area, but I do see that often in the heart. Obviously, if you have heartbreak or grief, like I was talking about, if you're not good at making friends, if you feel very disconnected and lonely, even if you do have friends, if you are single and you want a relationship, but you keep pushing them away, that's another indication that you are off balance in your heart. And of course, like I said, if there's something that you might desire, but you're pushing it down, or you don't know, actually, this is a huge one. I should have mentioned this in the beginning. If you don't know your purpose or your passion, if you feel lost or numb, that's all heart chakra imbalance, because our heart leads us to our purpose, to our passion, to our big dreams. So if you're feeling super lost about that, come see me, because I can help you figure out what your heart needs, what your heart wants, because it may not just be a simple, quick fix. You can try the heart meditation, but there may be a lot more to it if you're out of your purpose or passion. So I hope that this video helps you with understanding the heart chakra and why it's so important. I mean, I would venture to say all of our chakras are really important, but if you have a imbalance in your heart chakra, you're not doing well. I'll just tell you right now, I will probably say I I'm probably 100% that you are not doing well. You probably don't feel very happy, and you're probably really kind of phoning it in life. So let's get it back. Let's get you balanced. Let's bring you back to life and bring back that spark of joy. So please reach out if you have any questions, but I'll include some links to those videos and some other things in the comments.